Okay, so it's finally here. Eventually, I've actually completed it. The full save data pack across 4 save files. I think there's 94 in total for WWF 88 to 92. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read you the full list and show you of all of the wrestlers involved in this save data pack. Let's have some music. Now, I was going to do this like Vince McMahon, but I don't know if my voice will take it. Should I try doing the first one? Like how he used to introduce the pay-per-views in the 80s, and he'd sound like his eyeballs are going to pop out of his head. I'll do the first one. Right, hang on. The African Dream Akeem. No, I can't do that. But the African Dream Akeem. Let's go through the list of what we've got. Road Warrior Animal. Arn Anderson. Axe. Bad News Brown. Bam Bigelow. The Barbarian. Barry Windham. Beau Beverly. The Berzerker. The Big Bossman. Blake Beverly. Bobby the Brain Heenan. Boris Zhukov. Bret Hart. B. Brian Blair. Brian Knobs. The British Bulldog. The Brooklyn Brawler. Brother Love. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Bushwacker Butch. Bushwacker Luke. Crush. Davey Boy Smith from the British Bulldogs tag team. Canada's Strongest Man, Dino Bravo. The Rock, Don Muraco. Dustin Rhodes. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. The Dynamite Kid. Earthquake. Mean Gene Okerlund. Gorilla Monsoon. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Haku. King Harley Race. Road Warrior Hart. Hercules. Hillbilly Jim. The Honky Tonk Man. Erwin R. Shyster. Jacques Rougeau. Jerry Saggs. Jesse the Body Ventura. Jim Brunzell. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Jim Neidhart. Jimmy Superfly Snooker. Big John Studd. Kamala. King Kong Bundy. Coco Beware. The Genius Lanny Poffo. Lord Alfred Hayes. Marty Jannetty. Iron Mike Sharp. Miss Elizabeth. The Mountie. Mr. Fuji. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Nails. Nikolai Volkov. Papa Shango. Paul Bearer. Paul Roma. The Macho Man Randy Savage. Ray Rougeau. The Red Rooster. Repo Man. The Nature Boy Ric Flair. Rick the Model Martel. Ravishing Rick Rude. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Rowdy Roddy Piper. I'm getting near the end, I promise. Rugged Ronnie Garvin. Special Delivery Jones. Sensational Sherry. Sergeant Slaughter. Shawn Michaels from the Rockers and Shawn Michaels from 92. Sid Justice. The Alligator Man Skinner. Demolition Smash. The Texas Tornado Kerry Von Erich. El Matador Tito Santana. Tully Blanchard. Typhoon. The Ultimate Warrior. The Undertaker. Virgil as a wrestler. Virgil as a manager. I know, 2 versions of Virgil, what's going on there. Vince McMahon. The Warlord. And the final name, Zeus. 94 wrestlers, some of them announcers, some of them managers. The majority of them have got their own unique movesets. There was a handful of them where I couldn't find the perfect moveset, so I've done the best I can. I've sort of tweaked a bit of a template. Also, each save file will include everything in the game unlocked, so that'll include Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Jake the Snake Roberts, the Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart, and Ted DiBiase, along with WrestleMania 9 Arena, which is probably the closest one to the 80s WWF, and the classic WWF Blue Cage. I've also made custom belts for the WWF Championship and the WWF Intercontinental Championship. There's also 2 attires for Bobby Heenan if you do it proper. There's a manager's one and his wrestling one as well. Also, I've included a little guide which has a nice little list of each save file, what's listed on it. There's also a little handy guide because when you transfer individual cars, it doesn't let you transfer over the data from the stables and the tag team. So I've got a little guide here showing you what I've set for all of the entrances for tag teams. It's not perfect because obviously tag team templates are not brilliant. There's only a handful of entrances, but that's probably the best you're going to get. And that's it pretty much, yeah. So if you play PS2 and you've got a free McBoot memory card, you play either the European version or the American version. You can play either. If you play an emulator, you don't need a free McBoot. You don't need a dog barking as well when you're trying to record, but unfortunately that is included in the pack as well. But yeah, let me know. Do you mind? I'm trying to record something here, lad. Very rude. Very rude. I'll be having words for once I've stopped. Yes, I know. I know you're excited about being able to play the classic era of the WWF, but there's no need for barking. I know. The Junkyard Dog's in there as well. He is. Honestly, I'm not joking. Yeah, so if you play on emulator, you're fine. If you play on PS2 and you've got free McBoot, you can load on save data files. I've got you covered. If you play on the PSP, I can do you a 30 created wrestlers. If you want to pick 30 names from the list is in the description of the video. If you want to just pick 30, maybe you want a tag team pack. I could still do you several packs if you want to interchange them. I'm not sure how it works on the PSP, but I can only do them for PSP if you're playing on the European version. So PS2 you're fine, PS2 emulator you're covered, but if you're on PSP I can only do the European version. If you're interested in this save data pack, I'm pretty impressed with it. Send me an email. Okay, listen. Alright, you can record a video after me, alright? Give me 1 minute. Promise to stop barking just for 1 minute, lad, eh? I know. It's exciting stuff, I appreciate that. Anyway, I'll probably cut some of this out. But yeah, name of the channel's Past Gen Gaming. My email is pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. If you're interested in that save data pack, send me an email, let me know, and I can... I do ask for a donation to the channel, but it's a donation amount of your Do you mind? This is unbelievable, eh? Alright, if I rub his head at the same time, he might calm down. Works with people as well if they get a bit unruly. But as I was saying, if I send you a save data file like this, I do ask for a donation to the channel. That's the donation amount of your choice through my Buy Me a Coffee page. You can donate $1. I'm not gonna begrudge you for doing that. I prefer it if you donated more. I wouldn't lie. If you can afford to pay more and you want to be generous and appreciate the work I do, then you know. But any amount is appreciated. But yeah, if you're interested, send me an email. I'll stop recording now before the dog goes mental again. And I'm going to be working on some more packs as well. I'm currently working through WWF 1992 to 1996. And the aim in the end is to have a save file pretty much covering every era and move on to other companies. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It took long enough to do this. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And so yeah, send me your emails if you want that. Nice one.